Hi there, I'm Han. This is just another video of me solving a numerical problem. So let's begin. So today we just need to write a function to return x to the power n. Right, x is the base, and n will be the power. Right. So let's say we have 2 to the 10. Right, we need to do like 2 multiplied by 2 to the 9. Right, multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 to the 8. So if we have like 100, if n is like 100, right? Like the runtime would be O of n, right? In fact, we can do it in log of n because we can see that 2 to the 10, right, is also equal to 2 to the 2 multiplied 2 to the h, right? Right. So we can instead of um, multiply one by one, we can keep doubling the input, right? So 2 to the 10 also equal to 2 to the 2 multiplied by 5, right? Or this is also the same as this, right? Which is like 4 to the 5. Right? It will give us like the same result, right? We can do like 2 to the 4 is 16, right? But 2, right? To the 2 is 4 to the 2 is also 16, right? We have the same result here, right? So we can split the component. We can divide the component in half. So this is n, right? We can divide n in half, and we can multiply. We can square the x, right? Okay, right? And we can keep going, right? If it is odd, if n is odd, then we can split it up, right? We can multiply. We can do 4 multiplied by 4 to the 4, which is like the same thing. We can keep going, right? 4. So we multiply by 2, so 16, right? To the 2, right? So 4 to the 4 is equal to 4, right? 2 multiplied by 2 is the same as this, so 16 to the 2. Okay. All right. So just divide the n by half and square the x. So same thing here. We just keep going, right? So this one is 16 multiplied by 16, right? To the 1, right? We can keep going. So now it is odd, right? It is odd. So we just move it out. Right? And as you can see here, we only take us like 4 steps. So log of n, right? So the key here is to divide the exponent, the exponent n by half, and then we add the base, right, as we go. And whenever we want to, we see an odd number, we want to split it up, right, by multiplying by the current base, which is x. Okay, so what about when we see like a negative number? Let's say we have 2 to the negative 2, right? So this is equivalent to a 1 over 2 to the 2, right? Which is 1 to the 4, right? So when we see a negative exponent, we can change the sign of exponent to positive and then invert x, right? Become 1 over 2. Okay. So let's code this up. So we can use like recursion, right, or iterative approach, doesn't matter. So we have like a few ways. Like if x is equal to 0, we want to return 1, right? If n is less than 0, right? We want to return my power, right? We want to invert x, remember? And then change the sign of n, right? And if our n is odd, right? And we want to do multiply x by power, right? We want to split it up. So x here will be our current base, right? Which is dictate. In this case, let me change color here. So in this case, would be 4 right here. we move the 4 out by 1, right? So we have 4 to the 4 left instead of 5. Okay, so we can do x, right? And then x will be the same, right? N is n minus 1, right? Otherwise, we can return. So in this case, it is a even case, right? In the even case, we don't want to do anything. We just want to multiply x uh, by x, right? And then divide and by 2. All right, so let's give it a try. Oh yes, if n is equal to 0 actually, right? Because anything to the power of 0 would be 1, right? So this work, okay? And not bad, right? So if we want to substance right? Yeah, because the stack frame is very fragile for stack overflow. We can use like our iterative approach here, right? So we can have our the if, right? Mm, the n is negative, and we want to invert the sign of n, remember, and invert x, right? And we can have our answer equal to 1. We can return our answer at the end here, right? So y n is greater than 0. Right? We want to divide the n in half. Then so if the n is odd, then we want to multiply the answer by the base, right? So the answer is whatever we are currently having, right? And we multiply it by the x, which is the base right here, right? So the first time we multiply would be 4, right? The next time we multiply would be 16 multiplied by 16, right? But it is the two case when we have an odd number, an odd power. Okay. And then we also want to double x, right? X squared. So every time we divide the power by half, we want to square x. Okay, let's see what's wrong here. Oh yeah, we forgot to set the answer, right? I forgot an equal size here. Okay, so let's see. I think we need to plot it, right? Because n divided by 2 will give us a decimal number. Okay, and it looks good now. Submit, and it worked. Thank you for watching.